Alright, good afternoon everybody. Sorry about the wait here, but here we are back with game 2 here. Cross-product versus Matrick. Matrick took game 1 on the shoulders of a quick speed boot spine there. I do have Dragon Dark with me, who I think I've forgiven for beating me two races ago by now, maybe.
You can blame Saber South. That was clearly the culprit of that match.
I mean, Saber South been pretty big for our runners here, both. You know, for just using those two matches, they should probably go there pretty quick. But the gate is, so our runners should be moving here any time now. As we said, Matrick did win the first match between these two, and these are now best of threes, so Matrick trying to advance here. We do not have a Game 3 scheduled just yet, however, so let's see how this ends up starting between them.
Alright, we are off. Matrick fails little girl skip. A warrior ring.
Ultra early warrior ring. Wow. Okay.
Warrior ring and a windmill key. That's a start. Interested to see if either of them are going to go over to Portola first to access the warp point, get the Queen's item and all that, or if they're just going to beeline straight for the windmill cave.
Did Cross accidentally buy an antidote there?
He might have. I've done it before.
Yeah, the big thing here, no medical herbs in that first shop here, so we're definitely going to be watching our hit points here. Going to be a little careful crossing this bridge.
Yeah, both of them look like they're going to make the windmill cave play. Not surprising. This is the higher density compared to going over to Portola.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is the slightly more dangerous play, but, I mean, like you said, four checks over one.
So now what we're hoping is that they don't get a sword inside the cave and it was sitting on the Queen the whole time.
That's exactly what we're hoping. Or all this leads them to other checks that can be done without a sword.
Oh, never mind.
Fire.
Fire, not really the sword they want to see here, though, because it's not going to get them through this cave. They're going to have to... If they want to get to the other side of this cave, they're going to have to go through Ziwu's cave and come out the backside of Mount Saber South.
Unlike last seed, however, with all of its robots and other jerks, combat is going to be absolutely simple with this warrior ring start, so it kind of just comes down to how fast can they check other things, because they aren't really intimidated by much here.
You say that, and then the butterfly... What, a sword of water as well. Holy crap.
What is this game here?
Who rolled this? Re-roll it, please.
Usually I don't give them swords. I'm not sure what happened here.
Orb of water to go with it, so now they got even better combat going on. Oh, and there's Mimic number 1.
There's a Mimic right to the face there.
Yeah, I figured Matt was going to probably try to take that out. Mimics are worth a lot of money, so... Especially if you find one in like a really small room and you can just keep re-entering, you can actually farm money pretty easily that way. Unfortunately, that one's a little bit too far in to do that, but one kill is still better than none.
All of it went straight to the Warp Boot Spun for cross-product.
Rage not wanting either of those.
As well, he shouldn't. They were free.
Point taken.
So we're left back with the good old checks again. Well, one of these days we'll see these starts that aren't fire and have it buried somewhere, but it just seems to be the one that opens up the most, other than that sort of wind here.
Well, I mean, they can actually make water bridges this time. Last seed, it was just flight pretty much right off the bat, so water was pretty obsolete. This time around, flight, with the fact that they have water already, flight could be pretty buried.
True. Only an iron necklace for the queen, so we're gonna see if any of them decide to put off Waterfall Cave in favor of Saber South, and that looks like exactly what Cross is doing, so here's our divergence.
Iron necklace, not necessarily the best thing they could find at this point, but it is a nice defensive boost if they want to throw it on.
And answer Mr. Spokes there, talking to Zebu not required here, so they don't have to fade leap just yet. Teleport, first spell in there from Matrick. Where are all the early teleports when I play these seeds?
I know, right? Well, so much for that Warp Boots fund. Oh, hey, there were the tower robots.
We'll just hide them later in the seed. And yeah, 3 of the bosses are fought twice, at least of the 4 Tetrarchs, they call them there. On the other hand, Carmine has only fought once, however you do have 2 to Dragon, and you do need that flight spell to access the last part of the game where both Dragons are hiding there, so flight is the only required spell in the game. But given this is story mode, that is what is requiring them to find all 4 swords and all the bosses there. Just an opal statue in the sort of water space for Matrick.
Cross, meanwhile, gonna check Aurelius' basement. Don't have the change spell yet, so we can't get Aurelius' item. I mean, I don't think they have the correct turn in anyway, but basement item is the Orb of Fire. Well, that's both swords upgraded to level 2 at this point.
Yeah, it's combat potential at least. Not really seeing where the progression is yet, but crossproduct has a whole mountain in front of him here, so... actually, I didn't see him check the grass item here, and is likely walking back now. That he has a little bit of money.
Exotic statue. Yeah, I figured he was going to come over here and check with Akahana to see what he wanted for trade.
52 is an expensive in for 7 scaling. Oh, well.
Well then. Matt found the other side of the world. And a Stixie key to go with it.
A vanilla Stixie key. And some pretty cheap medical herbs.
Speaking of medical herbs, that was what was in the grass this time.
I apologize for that.
So Matt's gonna check out Hydra here, at least the first chest. He might go up for the second one. But this first one's like right on the way. It doesn't matter.
That's an ivory statue. Now, I did see Metric load up on medical herbs there. I mean, he's got 1 check on Hydra without that sort of wind, but...
he could do Stixie. He very well might be doing that, since that is in logic in this. These flags do not require that you have anything to be able to get through these statues, so the logic actually does assume you can just buy a bunch of medical herbs and brute force your way through it.
Cross showing us one of the newly discovered glitches here, that if you keep going on an item that says nothing happens, you can keep taking steps. Ooh, I wonder if Patrick thought he could use his opal there, or get away without his opal there. So Cross is on top of the... or going to the vanilla tornado bracelet somewhere where he's not supposed to be yet, but that never stopped any of our runners.
To answer a question, to answer Tornal in chat there, in the new flag sets we're using for this, it is actually perfectly okay to do this glitch to get up to the north part of Saber. It wasn't in the previous flag sets.
Yeah, they have talked about this. I remember it. Cross apparently did that in my match. I actually did not know about it. I'm not going to blame that because I played that crap anyway. We got some eyeglasses over there for that glitch there.
Not the best thing, but not the worst thing. Whenever he gets out to Joel, if he happens to have an alarm flute, he can make use of that.
Did Matrick just skip the axe chest?
I missed it, but he might have.
Unless he's going to take the fall and come back, but that would be... Broken statue.
He left?
I think Matrick skipped the axe chest.
Well, he better hope that doesn't have anything important in it.
I know, right? Meanwhile, Cross finding some of the best XP monsters in the game in those Medusas does want a little bit more scaling, as they're only given 15 at 8 scaling here, but still one of the best things to find for quick grinding.
Matt with that ivory statue now probably gonna go check in with. Oh wait, no, he doesn't have change yet. Never mind.
Cross finds a Fruit of Power. So we're down to one available check, unless it just happens to be the bracelet that Tornell wants on top of Saber, which would actually be utterly hilarious, but... yeah, normally the swords do not rapid fire like that, but unfortunately or unfortunately for us, the first item was the Warrior Ring, which does allow them to spam charge shots like that level 1 shot they're both doing with just a tap of the stab button there. Normally they'd have to charge for that.
Really, really good item to find early. Less desirable late.
Psycho Armor, best vanilla armor in the game. Still pretty good here. Gives a gives a good amount of defense and passive health regeneration when you are standing still. Tornell wants the flame bracelet. That's only a mimic.
I believe is Mimic number 2.
Yep.
Oh, well, there's 3. Unfortunately, not much else Matt can do in here right now.
I was about to say, they can still get to the power ring spot, I believe, correct?
Yes, that's right. He did pick up Thunder.
And Cross is going to, looks like he's going to rabbit skip here. Or we're going to teleport and rabbit skip. I say, technically in logic, because Matrick found teleport.
I don't think either of them have telepathy, though.
No, they don't have telepathy. And they can only skip not having, Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what he's doing. He's using the glitch to get into Saber North here.
Now, this is not actually in logic, but it is, I mean, the glitches are not disabled, so they're allowed to do it, so who knows what he's going to find out here at this point.
The question now is, actually, I'm trying to figure out, where our actual logic is taking us here, and part of me is thinking the, I mean, you know, you heard Matrick talk about it last seed, but you wonder if it's the Go of Fortress front door at this point.
It's very, very possible.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be looking like it's calling for a very early Go of Fortress here. But...
I mean,
yeah,
then again...
it does make monsters a little tougher, as you say, there. However, it does also increase experience and gold drops, so there's a little trade-off for taking that scaling in, so you will level faster with having all those key items on you. Cross finds yet another Mimic, that would be 5. As we are burning the Mimics up very early in this seed here.
Looks like Matt finally making his way over to Cordell Plains. With any luck, he will not forget the kill it in spot.
Ooh, if he can get to that, I was about to say, is he gonna get to that medical herb before he takes the next? Okay, now that's telling there, because that turn-in Adakahana gave him a blizzard bracelet. So that's telling me that if go a front door is required, the logic at least says you'll want this blizzard bracelet for him. Cross is taking the out-of-logic play here still. Not that it's a bad play.
No, I can definitely agree with this one. And Mimic number 6.
Unfortunately, he just keeps getting mimicked.
Interested to see what's gonna be at the top here. And if he can even damage Kelbesk.
Well, all these mimics do make it seem like it's the wrong play, except for the fact that, you know, it's... You know, we have no way of telling that, of course, but...
I mean, he is gonna have to come up here eventually just to deal with Kelbesk. So, being able to get it out of the way early could lead him to... I mean, hell, speed boots could be up here for all we know.
Yeah. And like we said, given what... Well, actually, that's given what Magic found, it sounds like Kelbesk 1 is going to be the weakness he's looking at with that water sword. That's a flame bracelet, however, so... useful at the very least. Oh yeah, if Kelby is weak to that fire sword, it's definitely kind of huge right here.
Alright, Kelby, what are you going to be weak to today? It's not fire.
I thought he started on one. Oh, maybe?
It's not water.
And he gets out. Don't blame him there. I mean, at 9 scaling, I might have tried the tank fight with the Warrior Ring, but... And for those of us just getting in here, if you hear a little ting sound when you get up to a boss, in the vanilla game, that means they take no damage. In the randomizer, that means they take 1 damage. So you can potentially, quote-unquote, tank fight, as Matrick takes a Mimic to the face. But you can potentially kill anything with any sword, given the patience and skill to do so.
Looking at my charts here, 9 scaling would put Kelbesk at 134 HP.
That's a little more than I was thinking.
Yeah, that would be... I mean, given that they can... Given that it's... I mean, granted, they don't have access to the north side right now, but given that it's not that long... It's not that bad of a walk back up there, and that fight would take a while.
Meanwhile, okay, yeah, it's, So while Cross doesn't know it until right about now, getting that teleport spell actually just put everything he did on Saber back into logic here.
Actually, it still hasn't, because in order to put it in logic, they need telepathy and to talk to the rabbit to get to that...
I believe... I thought it was in this set of flags that the rabbit skip was possibly required.
I can double check it, but I'm pretty sure that it's not actually in logic. Give me a second.
Yep. But there there was nothing in Saber North that opened up anything.
Yep, just check the flags. Rabbit skip can't be required, but you can still do it.
Okay.
Oh, Matt getting paralyzed on going towards that kind of out of the way chest there.
Oh yeah, and with his climbing of Saber North there, it does look like Cross is a little bit behind in terms of key items, but it looked like he checked a little more of the out of the way stuff here as well. So we should be seeing him catch up pretty quickly here. Now that their roles have been a little bit reversed, but I mean, you kind of see the power of the Warrior Ring as well. Last race, they were kind of under-leveled here. This one here, they're just pushing enemies with 10 scaling level 6 to 15 level 7. That's pretty leveled for those points in the game, honestly.
Yeah, I'm used to seeing, like, you know, mid-teens scaling with, like, level 3. maybe 4. Cross finding his Sword of Thunder, he's going to be off towards Shiren. We'll see if he makes the same play Matt did and just goes straight up to Stixie. I think he is going to make that same play, because he's buying a boatload of medical herbs here.
Well, it's not like those Warp Boots are doing anything in your inventory anymore with that teleport spell in hand. The big thing is going to be, we got the 50-50 on Matrix's side if Kelbisk is going to be Thunder Weak here. Because Cross did not have the Sword of Thunder when he went to check Kelbisk 1.
What I'm really interested to see at this point is what was in the axe chest.
Yeah, that's a good point. We still do not... Ooh, paralysis there. I said, was it last seed they had recover, or they had recover this seed? I'm not sure.
I do not think they have recover. No, they have only teleport.
Yep. So Cross wants to keep that ivory statue, and he would have had to go back to Shiren anyway.
It is
Thunder. Wow, okay, so that's gonna be a pretty good thing for Matrix. Kind of does depend on where the key to prison is, just because they do have access to a bracelets here, both of them, so Cross could easily sword charge glitch into Lagstor for Kelbesk, which does make it rather easy.
You get rewarded with an Onyx statue. Don't know who wants that just yet.
Yeah, we don't know how big that is. It does give Matrix his first boss clear, but he has arrived at the same idea as us here. Finally, that the front door of Goa Fortress here is a necessity. Although technically, I guess it could be made 01 as well. Cross is actually going to give us a peek at the first chest in Hydra, the only one that he can check without Sword of Wind as well.
These Medusas want to let him buy.
And it's a consumable. So you don't need those Warp Boots. You probably don't need an antidote either, but...
He doesn't need it, but he's getting it. So Kelbesk 2 here, what's he going to be weak to? Not thunder.
Thunder, not fire.
It's water. Well, that's actually good since he has the bracelet. Only rewarded with a Fruit of Power, but now he has access to Sabera's area.
Can you use items while you're a slime? Asking for a friend.
You can.
Huh?
success.
Cross says, I'll burn the opal statue right here, take those iframes, and head to the back. Matrick finds another consumable deep in Go Fortress here. And only keeping my eyes on Cross's stream for the moment here, just to see if that X chest was,
That Orb of Thunder.
Oh, I put that one up early. I thought he had a...
Chest number 2 in Sabera's area. Another consumable.
So, yeah, there were...
Oh, Fruit of Lime, the item he never wants to see.
Looked like he was thinking about teleporting out here. We got the axe chest coming up, and it is the Storm Bracelet. While not required, is an amazing combat upgrade, given you no longer need a sword charge for that Storm Bracelet. Not as huge as it could have been, but
now we just need Mado 2 to be weak to Thunder. Matt finding, I think that was Mimic number 7?
Yeah, well, we know Kelbisk 1 is already weak to Thunder. So I think the only checks, other than Go Fortress, that crosses behind right now is Oasis Cave, which didn't really have much either, so...
Meanwhile, Matrix going up against Sabera 2. Thunder Week.
He is Thunder Week, so he's going to have to Warrior Ring her down with shots right now. Cross is going straight to Go Fortress. Is going to have a much easier fight here on his hands with his lag storm fully realized here.
Let's see. Matrick has a... I believe he's hitting... Oh yeah, he was hitting for 12 damage. Sabera has an 8 defense, so he was doing 4 damage a shot there.
And Cross says, let's put this off for a sec. Let's go see Mate 01 right now.
No, not fire. Thunder!
Thunder.
Oh,
well, okay. Enjoy your free boss fight. Gonna take more than one to put him... Oh, no.
Ooh. Got caught in the corner there.
Enjoy your mostly free boss fight.
Yeah, Mado's projectiles do a lot of damage, so you really don't want to get caught in the way of those.
Oh, no. And... Okay, yeah, like, Matrick does get, slime there. I think he was clearing another, status effect. Only a Lysis plant from Mate 01, but it was a required boss kill.
There's telepathy. So now, technically, Saber North is in logic. Matrick gonna check the couple of remaining chests here in Mado's area before actually heading up to fight the boss himself.
Yeah.
Opting to take the lower path and come from the backside rather than ride 2 full elevators, because we all know what Warlocks will do if you're on an elevator.
Everybody's like, where is, like, Cross is going to Saber West here, looks like. Does have the Flame Bracelet for Tornell. Kind of a gamble behind Go Fortress, but as we are seeing on Matrix's side here, Go Fortress hasn't really paid out in anything.
Yeah, we've seen... I just saw battle armor, and I think that's about all we've seen.
Having flight so early has spoiled us, as I see Matrick just waiting on every last one of these, platforms to come along here.
Yeah, just another consumable here. There really hasn't been much out here at all.
So Matrick's worst nightmare here is if all the 3 swords he has in his possession right now tank off of Beto 2.
Second worst is if it happens to be Thunder.
Only a medical herb on Tornell.
Ouch. No, it's not. Oh,
well, actually,
fire.
you did say we found telepathy down here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And down goes Mato too.
The Mimics can be in most places. They cannot be boss rewards, but yes, they are chest spots in the Randomizer. We have added no additional chests for the Randomizer. Crossproduct giving us the news that Rage wants wind.
Of course he would. Why would he want to give? Why would he want to? Why would he want to take any of the swords we already have?
Cross is going to make the Oasis Cave checks here that he can. And we do have the hazmat suit right now, which was retooled a little bit from the vanilla game, but we're running out of places where that flight spell can be here.
Well, we got all these chests in Carmine's area here. Oh, well,
there it is.
You shall receive. Light buried deep in Goa Fortress, and the speed boot with right next door.
Carmine hoarding all the good stuff. But you also know what we have not found a single one of yet. We have no bows.
This is true. Those have been very elusive thus far. Carmine also Thunder Weak.
So we're getting great news for Crossproduct when he goes through Goa Fortress, as he will be able to lag storm, I believe, Sabera 2, Carmine, and I believe, well, Kelvis goes Water Weak, but yeah, only the Recover spell there, so where are all of our bows at?
Well, still one check left here. See what Kensu wants. He wants a Carissa plant that we don't have yet.
Metric can go through the back here. And the way Cross is loading up on medical herbs, I believe he is going to be making his way through Go Fortress front door just as well here.
Mimic number 9 right there, I think. The other big question is, where the heck is that Sword of Wind hiding out this time?
It's gotta be somewhat close. There's an alarm flute. We have high glasses. That's 2 checks there. But Matrick is going to fight Mato 1. Okay, I was about to say, Matrick is probably about to
Oh, put the flame bracelet on poor on poor Stom there.
Patrick's trolling of Stom no snowbounds. That's true, we have not seen Waterway. Seeing that Cross gets his Fruit of Power. Not gonna get much until the far back of the area, but gonna be worth it at the end. Now Patrick's going exactly where we think Patrick's going. There's no way he is not going to the pyramid at this point in time.
Yeah, it's pretty uncommon to see a pyramid check this late, but, I mean, Flight was just elusive this time around.
Oh, yeah. We do have telepathy, but no change, so, Deo's not gonna fork over that item just yet. Good K for grinding right in front of the pyramid should they need it, but that warrior ring has kind of made that mood a little bit.
Yeah, level 9, 25 scaling, level 8 for Cross with 18 scaling. That's incredibly high. And a love pendant in a loose pyramid chest.
Say we don't know who wants that just yet.
Cross almost forgetting about this one chest over here. Meanwhile, Match is taking out Dragon 1.
I like to call it the worst chest in the game. Shield ring, nothing doing there.
And the hazmat suit.
Oh, I'm thinking the last seed. I thought we already had it, but no, he's got the hazmat suit, and he is going straight to Mare for all those checks. But there's not many other places where, like, Matrick can go. He does have that flame bracelet check. But did he find the flame bracelet?
Yeah, I believe Matt has the flame bracelet.
Okay. Yeah, we'll update that here.
Meanwhile, Cross putting out the lag storm on Sabera, making very quick work of her.
Well, they did get the insect flute off of Sabera too. I did miss that, so Matrick's going to be able to clean all parts of it out.
Brings the kid to the fight just so he doesn't have to bother going back afterward.
I mean, sure, if you have to bring it to a very short giant insect fight.
Picks up the barrier spell. That would have been useful going to Goa Fortress.
That would have been useful sometime earlier this seed, sometime, yeah. One thing I am thinking of is they do have flight. Oh, never mind.
There is that sword of wind. Mommy Dwarf there, holding on to it.
And I don't know if they had any ball or bracelet for that, and he scrolled out of there real fast. Doesn't really matter. He has the base version of what he needs there. So we're in bow mode here. Nope, just the base Sword of Wind.
We're in bow mode. Matrick does need to make his way out to Evil Spirit Island, though, to deal with Sabera 1.
Yeah, they both do need to eventually do that. Only a medical herb on Vampire 1. You can tell just how used they are to having flight as you see them keep going into the teleport menu when they have it selected there. Only a paralysis spell there. Well, Cross will be making his way to the Mado 2 fight shortly.
Only a consumable is the last item there.
Yeah, Matrick is a bit ahead at this point. However, that lead is going to be extremely dependent on where our bows are here.
Looked like he was going to check Waterway and then decided against it. Although then again, we know Rage wants the Wind Sword.
True. So yeah, he would definitely get that before going there. It does have a Bow of Moon for our trouble.
This is where we really hope that the other two bows are on Asina and the Dolphin.
Well, that's what Matrick is hoping. What I'm kind of hoping for them to be is... Well, it can't be in the Axe chest, so I'm kind of hoping for them to be is like, you know, like one in the back of Hydra in a vanilla location. We'll make that Sun, and the other one in the Crypt. That'd be great.
Truth being in the Crypt would be the ultimate Hail Mary play.
No, we have not seen a Flute of Lion X-Men, so Stone Akahana is not in play yet. There's a refresh spell in... Where was that? Carissa Plant Cave?
Yep, this is Carissa Plant. I like the routing on that. He did Rage and then just walked straight over here just to get it out of the way. Likely we'll see him go take care of the Portoa Waterway and Asina and the Dolphin right after this.
Yeah, might be waiting on Fog Lamp a little bit, I would guess, though. Only consumable.
Magic double checking to make sure he does have a medical herb before running up to the Dolphin, because none of us have ever walked up there and then realized we didn't have one.
He takes antidotes, right?
I hear he takes Fruits of Lime.
There you go, new flag. The Fruit of Lime and the Seed is required for... That was a Fruit of Power, and I missed the...
Bow of Sun is at the Whirlpool.
As I'm thinking, we are, Bow Sun's at the Whirlpool. We found a broken statue, but correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think the glowing lamp has been found yet. Although I would be remiss in thinking Matrick is going anywhere except Evil Spirit Island, unless, I mean, he's still probably going there, but...
Nope, we have not seen a glowing lamp just yet. But Matrick knows where that second bow is, and that's kind of important because Bow of Sun does give him access to the Crypt, so Bow of Truth could be in there for all we know.
You love to see it. It's kind of a weird gamble just because it's so far out of the way, but if you get that Bow of Truth in there, that is one of the best places to hit go mode.
Meanwhile, we have Cross trying to grab just a little bit of extra, looks like just a little bit of extra experience here, going to Carmine's area.
You don't blame him too much. He is finally going to hit the treasure trove that is Flight and the Speed Boots in here. I missed the first chest. That was a Psycho Shield in the second chest for Matrick there.
I missed the first chest as well.
Glowing lamp was... Oh, well, we have access to our, Bow of Sun.
Cross picking up his Flight Spell and his Speed Boots. I'm sure he's very happy to see those, though probably not at the 43-minute mark.
There's the Shell Flute, kind of useless here at this point. And Matrick looks like... Well, it looked like he wanted to sword charge into that,
He couldn't
okay,
because he
there we
was
go.
poisoned.
Yeah, he's gonna sword charge into the...
The game physically won't let you save the game if you have any status ailments, so he had to reset to get rid of that first, and then he could sword charge glitch afterwards.
That's actually kind of smart. Let's not let you save with a something that would pretty much make you dead.
Just another
consumable, and because of that, he has to drop his glitch.
Now, I did not see him check the west chest here.
No, we did not see that west chest be checked. And if he leaves without it, and the bow is there, I will, we'll definitely have the Matrick chest.
My guess is he's gonna kill Sabera and just go straight to... I bet he's gonna go check Crypt.
Yeah. It is kind of the big play there. Meanwhile, Cross back in Oasis, only has the battle armor spot to pick up here. And I can't remember if Matrick went back for... I think he went back. Okay. So I believe no bosses here actually carried that wind weakness. Oh no, he did come back as the alarm flute. And he says he does not want to break that opal statue there.
Can't blame him. I would prefer to save that for a bit later, given that scaling is getting a bit high and we're still one bow down. He could end up pretty high on it, and the tower doesn't play around at 40 plus scale.
No, it really doesn't. Cross has all of his bosses down. There goes the opal again.
Double kill.
Oh yeah, it was a double kill.
And there's that change spell we've been waiting for.
More checks.
Oh, okay. So he did remember he didn't get that western chest.
I think it was more, hey, if Bo's here, we could skip it. If not, then I have to go back for it. Cross going to the pyramid here. Actually, I'm going to change it. I know, or I hope that, just for Cross's sake, where this bow is, because we haven't found the key to prison, and Cross hasn't killed Kelbesk 1 just yet. Is it inside the door to the prison?
That would technically be good for Cross, unless Matt finds the key first.
Only a license plant from Clark. And he's gonna knock his change slots out here, it looks like.
Aurelius wanting the love pendant. Well, Orb of Wind's not really what he's looking for. Personally, I would have actually reset out of that.
Yeah, so there's nothing more in the game he really needs that for, so yeah, I'm not entirely sure why he's keeping it here.
Dio only holding a medical herb.
Cross gets his hazmat suit, exactly what he needs to get that Sword of Wind. Matrick...
Yeah, I think he's going
to... he's got the... Yeah, he's gonna cure Slime Kensu here. The number next to the player's level is the scaling. It is how many key items that they have picked up in the game here. It affects XP gain, it affects money gained, it also affects enemy strength.
Oh, well.
And at 48 minutes, I think faster than last game. And with a power ring into, well, they both have power ring, but I believe they are all in go mode. Where's Matrick going?
I'm not sure.
Well, apparently you can teleport somewhere else than Leaf. Oh wait, that's
He doesn't have the bold move.
He skipped past it. He didn't see the hint.
Oh, that's right. Granted, he actually moved the text slow enough to make sure he read it, but I think he just forgot.
Yeah, he either forgot it or something, but yeah, the way he is moving, he does not think that the Bow of Moon, or the Bow of Sun, is where it is, so we're wondering what happens when he decides to check this out. Only the medical order for Tornell, which we already knew.
Not exactly sure where he's going now. Oh, he made
there we go. Yep. That's probably a very big reminder right there. So, a question I definitely need to ask him at the end of this, did he
forget about it?
Did he forget about it and he's just gonna luck right into it here, or... I mean, he had a couple other, like, Hydra, and there it is. That's, official go mode now.
Meanwhile, Cross taking down Kelbask 1 here with the lag storm. This is going to be a pretty free fight.
Now, while I was looking away, I assume Cross did get his Sword of Wind. Yes, he did. I saw it. And he did kill Dragon as well. I did remember seeing that.
We got the best trackers.
Not blaming Matrick here. Tower at 42 scaling is rough.
Rough and does not have a power ring, so...
I thought they both had the power ring.
Nope, I just saw his inventory, and the only item I think he is missing is the power ring.
Oh, well, it's, yeah, we're definitely gonna be warrior ringing up that tower then. I mean, he also does not have a bracelet for that Sword of Thunder. Now, he could, at least glitch into it, but if last race was any indication, as Cross does get the information on the Bow of Sun, and Truth was actually in... Not Evil Spirit. I've been watching too much of this today. Yeah, Slime Kensu, there it is.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah, a little early on that first firestorm there.
Yeah, unfortunately, the projectiles from that do actually count as projectiles. If you fire it early, they disappear, and Dragon won't take any damage because there won't be a projectile on top of it anymore. It's gonna be a bit of a long fight too, even with a level 3 brace with level 3 fire shots.
Cross is heading over to Evil Spirit Island for the last boss kill he needs here.
Ooh, Matt's only got 2 rings to work with right now.
Yeah. That's why. And the double kill.
Interesting time for that to happen.
Yeah, he went to Dio's pendant for one more firestorm, which did get him there. Now he does have 2 rings. He's got Dio's pendant, and he's got the refresh spell.
Warrior Ring's probably going to do most of the work up here.
And I figured he'd going straight to the Sword of Fire.
Oh, nope, he's going to actually use level 3 Fire Shot. Oop, nope, that was a whiff. Unfortunately, the wall does not count as an enemy.
I still expect him to clear this tower fairly easily because Magic is just generally that good, but this is not a free tower by any stretch of the imagination.
No, it is not. You thought those tower robots were bad outside of this place. Inside, they can be worse. Cross sword glitching his way in. Gonna probably run into the same problem with that Matt did, where he's gonna have to drop an item after this fight. I didn't see if he had a full inventory or not.
That's not a medical or a bad trick.
Finally remembering he has the refresh spell that he's had for a good chunk of the game.
Yeah, he did disappoint for a little bit, but yeah, excuse me, yeah, the refresh spell is a little or a lot hard on your MP, and he is taking some hits here.
And he does not have any more opal statues. Only problem with the firestorm is that it's a little, not necessarily unpredictable on where it'll bump the enemies, but it does move them around quite a bit. So if you're standing in kind of the wrong spot, you can very easily just bash enemies directly into you.
Yeah, it's not the Sword of Water for that, but yeah, you definitely need to watch your footing as it just kind of spins them around in the firestorm there.
His MP is going to be looking pretty slim at the end of this.
Yeah, he's got one more magic ring now. If he can save that a little bit here and get to Dinah with the magic ring or most of it, it's going to be pretty free just based on the barrier spell being that good.
I don't know if this helicopter has anything to say about it, though.
Going for the refresh spell, he pops his last one. Now, he only has one group of robots left in his defense here. And they lined up so nicely for him on that one. Yeah, he should actually have that there.
It looks like he threw on Dio's pendant just to get a little bit of extra MP regen for this. No power ring, that's pretty much the smartest move.
Yeah, he was being a little stingy with his barrier there, but... So Dinah really didn't want to open up there, but there it goes. And with an official SRL time of 59 minutes and 2 seconds, Matrick has won the race. And that does, yeah, Speed Boost might save a little bit more time there. And that does, Matrick does win between them, going 2-0 there. So he will move on to the finals of the winner's bracket here. And so we will hopefully get him in for an interview here as soon as we can. There we go. So, GG, congratulations, moving along here.
That was quite a location for some of those items.
Oh yeah.
I loved Flight and Speed Boots like right next to each other.
It's like they were made for each other.
Yeah, Carmine was hoarding all the good stuff this time around.
Wasn't he? And then I was like, man, I can't find this Sword of Wind anywhere. It's got to be somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I started checking everything, and then I got the hazmat suit at the end of it, and I was like, okay, I've got everything else for there. Let's go clear it out. Sword of Wind. Okay, it's time to go. And then I started looking around for items, and that the Bow of Sun was the barrier location. And so I was going, okay, cool. All I need is Broken Statue and Bow of Truth. And then I found Bow of Truth, and I start making checks, and I warp over to somewhere, and then I looked at that time, I looked at my inventory, I was like, wait a minute, I've already turned in the Onyx statue and the Ivory statue. What the hell is that? And I go and look, and I'm like, oh my god, okay, we're done. Let's go. Put a fork in the seed.
We were guessing that. We're like, did he forget the hint?
No, it wasn't the hint. It was that I don't even remember ever getting the Broken Statue. I remember getting Glowing Lamp because I got it after I got the hint for where the Bow of Sun was, but I don't remember getting the Broken Statue anywhere. So I must have gotten it really early, and it just kind of in one ear and out the other, because I must have been carrying that thing around for 30 minutes.
I'm trying to remember where it was, but I do want to say that it was, I want to say that it was as you were going through Goa Fortress, honestly.
Do you remember where Broken Statue was, Cross?
It was early. I don't remember.
That's
It
what
might have
I
been on
thought, too.
Saber West, maybe.
Yeah,
because
totally
we said when you got the glowing lamp, you had everything you needed. Because I know we said that while you were going through Goa Fortress, knowing we had that hint as well.
Yeah, I didn't have Bow of Truth.
Oh yeah, that was buried.
Where was that?
That was on. Yeah, I was
Slime
gonna say.
Kensu.
Dang. Yeah, I got the Carissa plant after going through there. It's gonna be a long time before I got back there. Holy crap.
What we were honestly really hoping for was for it to be in the axe chest.
Oh, dude, I got that stuff early, and I went through Stixie, and honestly, I did not intend to burn that opal I did in there. I bought up medical herbs. I was like, I'm ready to go, and I'm like, okay, I got enough health to survive this. No, I didn't.
So that's why you left. Is that why you left the axe chest?
No, I guess I just totally pulled an axe on that one. Good thing it didn't have anything in it.
just a storm bracelet.
Oh yeah, that didn't matter either.
Yeah.
I don't know this axe chest you speak of.
Yeah, that was kind of one of those seeds where I didn't have any problems really with much of anything.
Well, I mean, when your first item is a warrior ring.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I needed there to be like a flight on Tornell. That would have been the best.
Yeah, you both actually did cross-check Tornell a lot earlier than you did Metric, but yeah, it was, we were saying at the time, because he was checking it, I believe, as you were on Mado's floor. And we're going off of saying, we barely found anything in this Goa Fortress, so hey, maybe this is the play, and then, 3 minutes later, the Speed Boots flight, and they're like, well, never mind.
Well, I did a sequence break. I did the teleport and bunny skip and went to Saber North early. Got Flame Bracelet, which let me skip a logically required double dip into Goa, which was nice. But if you're just gonna level 2 fight Mato sort of fire anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
I mean, I did rabbit skip, but I had teleport, so that I didn't have to do teleport skip. I had teleport.
Yeah, well, I got teleport afterward.
Yeah, I will say that kind of bit you a little bit in the foot, Cross, because Matrick had the Sword of Thunder as he was going up a bit. You did not, so he was actually able to get killed.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't take a long time to go back there since I actually had the warp point this time. So yeah, funny thing, in the first race, I died in Saber North. And what happened? I went into Nadari's and I walked a few tiles in to make sure I got the warp point. But then I died in Saber North. So when I continued and picked up my checkpoint, it makes the checkpoint as you enter Nadari. So I no longer had the warp point after I died.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
We can move that and fix that. I never realized that was a thing. That's easy to fix. I'll have Steve fix that. That's really dumb. There's a couple of those warp points that are intentionally inside of the town because they're expecting you to do things. But for that one in particular, to have it 2 tiles inside when there's absolutely no reason to go in there and have the checkpoint set there, that's just stupid. So, yeah, that's a lame bug. I don't think anybody has ever mentioned that or run into that before. So,
I actually have never mentioned it.
Yeah, that one's lame. That's fixable. We can move that. I appreciate you bringing that up because that really is lame and that's easy to fix. And I don't think anybody ever just thought about it.
I'm trying to think of it myself, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, you know, I played like I was going to be eliminated from the tournament because Cross is no slouch. You know...
Dude, I didn't even have all the bows either race when you finished.
Well...
I don't know what you're saying about me.
I pulled out every stop. I mean, I didn't mess around at all. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I did.
You could have used one stop, I think.
I used a couple. I did a couple memes. I burned Stom on the way through Mato 1, torched him with the flame bracelet. I intentionally got myself carried out of like Amazonas once just for the fun of it. I made sure I threw the Fruit of Lime on the ground and cast teleport over the top of it like 6 times. So, I mean, I did goof off just a little bit, but really, as far as, you know, like being locked in and, you know, just being focused, like I wasn't going to give Cross anything because he's absolutely an extremely capable runner. And I didn't feel like I could take any chances.
Yeah, and I get that too because, I mean, I lost to him.
Yeah.
That said, it does give Matrick a 2-0 victory, and he will be awaiting the winner between Axeman and Tornell. That does Cross Product is still alive here, and he will be awaiting the winner of PMA K-Foul and Sho Fukamachi, which I believe when are they playing? Do we have that scheduled yet?
Let's see here.
Looks like you're talking about it in scheduling right now.
Okay.
Yeah, the only 2 other races that are on the deal are both of Axe and Tornell's runs, which will be tomorrow and Friday.
Yeah.
So those ones are on the schedule, both at 8:30 Eastern, so those will be pretty hyped to see because both of those guys are powerhouses too. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter where you're at. You know, when you reach this round, there's nothing but capable runners left, and so you can't take your foot off the gas at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, I count myself, you know, fortunate to have come out on top 2-0. I'd hate to be, you know, get a little nerves going in, you know, a play-in match here, you know, if it was 1-1, because I know that would, I've been there before, and that's gotten to me in the past. I'd hate for that to happen again, so I count myself lucky having come out of this one.
Just the one fun thing I realized there is during the match earlier against Dragon Dark, I did still attempt to drop the paralysis on a dying Stom in Shiren just to see if he would actually go to sleep. That did not happen.
I did that too in the first race now that I think about it. I paralyzed him on the way up, then I talked to him and I was like, oh, that sucks. Okay, I'm going to paralyze him again on the way down. Yeah, that was fun.
All right. Well, do we have any more thoughts here after that series there?
Yeah. Well, I just want to say thanks, guys. Commentary. Thanks for everybody today for being, here and doing this cross. Good races. Thanks for appreciate you. Everything you've done for the community up to this point. It was great to, get in touch with you at the beginning. Have you start with the trackers and start making some of the things that started getting us off and running. And it's been great to have you here for the whole entire tournament. And I know there's going to be more. And we're going to have more fun down the line for sure.
He's not done yet.
No, absolutely not. Maybe I'll see you in the grand finals. Good luck, sir.
Maybe.
Maybe if he stops trying to keep stabbing Kensu like everywhere.
I mean, to be fair, Kensu deserves it.
He does deserve it. I get this. There is some deep-seated hatred going out for Kensu right now.
Yeah, I don't blame it. He's a jerk. He's a bird. He may as well be a bird. He's a jerk. I mean, granted, in the base game, he's the one that has flight. So if he's the only one that can fly, that kind of makes him a bird, which makes him a definite jerk.
He's a jerk without being a bird.
Yeah.
That's true. He's a drunk jerk.
All right. Well, if that's everything, thank our runners, Matric Cross Product. Thank my co-commentary Dragon Dark. Thank SpeedGaming for letting us put all this together on their stream here. But we will be back, I believe, tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern. I believe for the first match between Tornell and Axeman. So be sure to join us for that.
Yep.
Have a good day, everybody.
Thanks for commentating. Thanks for the race, Matric. Have a great day.
You too.